Excellent. Today we're going to look at one of the important topic in biology, which is nervous coordination. Okay. In your textbook, you have it as nervous system in some of your textbooks. Okay. So here, as a system, the functional unit of this system on the whiteboard is the neuron, which we discussed in the last video to be the longest cell in the human body and is the only cell in the body that did not undergo cell division. Okay, so now we're going to look at the brain and spinal cord. Okay, if you look at this video, this here is the brain and this is the spinal cord that terminate the level of the lumbar vertebra. Okay, this is the front view of the brain and this is the back. Okay, so this brain here, this is the front of the brain as we have. All right, now if you look at the brain here, this brain have three layers which we refer to as meninges. These are the three layers that covers the brain before we get to the skull or the cranium that envelope the brain for protection. Okay, the innermost layer that covers the brain is known as the pia mater. Pia is the Greek name for salt because this layer is very soft. Okay, it is the innermost layer that covers the brain, followed by the arachnoid matter. Okay, this is called arachnoid matter because it has structure that makes it to look like a spider web. Okay, you know spider has belong to the class of arthropoda, which is known as arachnida. Okay, so here the layer that covers the brain after the pia mater is the arachnoid matter. Okay, then the outermost layer that covers the brain is the dura mater. This is the outermost layer that covers the human brain. Okay, dura in Greek means rough or tough. Okay, the dura in Greek means rough or tough. That's why the name is dura mater. Okay, now between the pia mater and the arachnoid mater, we have fluid that surrounds both the brain and the spinal cord. Okay, this fluid is known as CSF. Okay, that is cerebrospinal fluid, as we have here on the whiteboard. Okay, because blood is not allowed to get to the brain because of the presence of carbon dioxide. As an acidic oxide, we know in chemistry, if blood is allowed to get to the brain, the cells of the brain is very soft. Okay, so they cannot survive the acidic content of the blood, which is the carbon dioxide, as I discussed earlier, to be an acid of non-metal. In chemistry, as we know, they are acidic oxide. Okay, so blood is not allowed to get to the brain. It is this fluid that collects food and oxygen and supply to the cells of the brain. Okay, so essence, we know that we have what is known as the blood-brain barrier. Okay, where blood is not allowed to get to the brain. Is that good? All right. Now, if you look at this structure here, we have some important structures of the brain. This is the parietal lobe. Okay, we have about 4 lobes of the brain. We have the parietal lobe, the frontal lobe, occipital lobe. Okay, then we have the temporal lobe here, temporal. We have it here as temporal lobe. It covers this side. Okay, this side makes up the temporal lobe. If you look at my head, this is my temporal lobe, this is my frontal lobe. Okay, this is my parietal lobe, the parietal lobe, and here is occipital lobe. Okay, now this part of the brain is known as the cerebellum. Okay, this is the cerebellum. Then here is the thalamus. Okay, hypothalamus, which is located below the thalamus. Then here is the midbrain. This is the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is connected to the hypothalamus as pituitary stalk, or you can call it the median eminence. That is the connection between the hypothalamus and pituitary gland. Okay. Then here we have the midbrain, which is sensitive to vision. Okay. Then here is the pons. This here is the pons, also known as the pons varolii. Then here is medulla oblongata. Okay, it is oblong in shape and is located at the inner part of the brain. Hence the name medulla, meaning that it is at the inner part of the brain and the shape below is oblong. That's why we call it medulla oblongata. Okay, this medulla oblongata continues downward as the spinal cord, which runs down inside the backbone, the vertebral column. Okay, so is this a cord which is also known as, this is spinal cord. Okay, and the spinal cord is so called because of the shape. It has the spine shape. Okay, because this is part of the medulla oblongata, which is the inner part of the brain, you can call it spinal medulla. Okay, you can call it spinal medulla. The spinal cord went downward and terminate the region of the lumbar vertebra. Okay, the lower end of the spinal cord is known as conus medullaris. Okay, we are going to look at different functions of these structures of the brain in the next video. Thank you and God bless you.